Good afternoon. It is Friday. Let's see, what is it? Friday, July 19th. And I am coming to you live, getting the last of bits set up. I'm looking for myself on my Facebook so I can pull it up and answer any questions you may have and chat with you while we're doing our live. Let's see if I can find us. There we are. Perfect. All right. Okie doke. So we'll give this about another minute. Oh no, it's 4 o'clock on the dot. So we'll just go ahead and get started. Welcome to Fun Friday Live. My name is Jennie Fetz, and I am a Stampin' Up! Independent demonstrator out in East Contra, Costa County. Hello, Tammy. Welcome. And I am excited to share with you a technique that I cased from a lady by the name of Cindy Lee at Cindy Lee B Designs. And let me go ahead and show you. It's called Stack, Cut, and Shuffle. It's a quick way to make 4 cards using 4 pieces of designer series paper. And these are ones I created just the other day using, I'll show them to you again, using the Painted Lavender DSP. Hey Shannon, how are you? And I'm going to show it to you. And today what I decided to do is I realized I haven't played with the designer series paper much, meaning if you get the brights or the color families, you know, the brights, the regals, the subtles, the neutrals, things like that. I haven't played with those much. And so I thought, okay, I'm going to go ahead and play with those. And I decided took inspiration from my friend Patty Bennett, who is doing a series this month on the analogous color theory, which means colors within the same color family. And today I'm also stretching myself, and I'm playing with colors that I wouldn't normally play with, and I'm playing with the greens. So let's go ahead and get started. Here is what we're going to do. We're going to cut our designer series paper into a 5 by 3 3/4 piece of paper. Then we're going to make 1, 2, 3 cuts. We're going to cut at 2.5 inches along the 3 3/4 side. Then we're going to take this piece here and we're going to cut it at 1 1/4 or 1 3/4 down. And then we're going to take this paper and we're going to measure down 2 3/4 and cut it across. I'll show it to you. And all of these let's see, all of these dimensions and measurements will be on my blog tomorrow, along with the replay of this video. So if you're watching me live, great. I want to talk with you while we're doing this. If you're watching replay, please comment. Let me know what your favorite card is at the end. And if you have any questions, put #replay and comment, and I will do my best to get back to you with an answer. So let's go ahead and get started. And to show you how easy this is, I've gone ahead and instead of pre-cutting my paper, I am going to go ahead and start with the 6 by 6. So I've decided to go with the same print, but 4 different colors in the greens family. I've got Pretty Peacock, Lost Lagoon, Summer Splash, and Coastal Cabana. And what I'm going to do is show you how to cut these. Now, here's the fun thing. I was first, before I decided to go with this, I was trying to figure out which of my 12 by 12 DSP I wanted to work with. And I thought, well, you know, I could easily do that, because if you have 12 by 12 DSP that you want to work with, you could easily cut it in half and then cut it into fourths, and you have a 6 by 6. So this is easy to do even with the 12 by 12 DSP. But what we're going to do is you're going to stack them in no particular order, or if you want a particular order. I'm trying to decide if I want to do this or if I want to separate. I might separate the 2 Summer Splash and Coastal Cabana because they're very similar in color, so that they've always got one of the other colors between them or somewhat between them. So we're going to do this, and you're going to make sure that they're all perfectly lined up. And we're going to go ahead and cut it at 5 inches first. So we'll cut here, cut first. And because you're cutting 4 sheets of paper at the same time. Oh, I'm glad you like that, Tammy. I like it too. I'm looking forward to seeing how these cards turn out. You have to push really hard on your cutting blade to cut through. And so that is extra paper you can use for some other time. You could actually use this if you want inside to zhuzh up the white cardstock that you put on the inside of your card. Although I've actually picked out a stamp that sort of mimics some of the flowers on this, and that's what I've decided to use. And then we're going to turn this, and we're going to go, make sure you have to keep it really close. It has to be exactly lined up. And we're going to go 3 3/4. And there we go, right there. And we cut down really hard. Set this aside. And so we've got our 3 3/4 by 5. And the original that she had done was actually 1/4 of an inch. I think it was 1/4 of an inch larger all the way around, but she wanted to mat a white card between the designer series paper and the card base, and I really liked how that looked. So because it really made the designer series paper pop off of it. So I'm following her instructions on there. Now we're going to make sure this is really close again, and now we're going to go over like our design shows. We're going to go over 2.5 inches, and we're going to have 2 pieces of paper. So let's go 2.5. Push down really hard, and make sure that you keep all of these in the same order. So be really careful. Now I'm going to go ahead and I go down 2 3/4. So we're going to go 2 3/4. All right. And I'm going to set this side here and set this here. And when I set it down, I'm going to set it down so that it lines up and it looks seamless. And then we're going to cut this piece that's 1 1/4 wide. We're going to cut it at 1 3/4. Now, that's shuffled, it moved a little bit. So we're going to 1 3/4. There we go. Push down, I'm gonna go back, we'll put that there, and this one's here. So we've stacked, and we've cut, and now we're getting ready to shuffle. And see, this is what it looks like. You can put it together, and we go there. So I'm gonna set this aside. And now to shuffle it, what you're going to do is I'm using this box here, or this piece of paper here is my starting point. And I'm going to go to the next box over, which is a small one, and I'm going to take the top piece, I'm going to put it underneath. Then I'm going to go down to this next rectangle, and I'm going to take the top 2 pieces and keep them in order and put them underneath. And then I'm going to take the top 3, or take the bottom one and move it to the top. And now what you should have is 1 of each color. And this is how we're going to attach it to the thing. And I just realized I cut the inside. Did I cut the inside? I'm gonna have to measure this. Let's see, 3, that's 4. Here, you guys get to watch me cut more paper because I just realized I forgot to cut. Oh no, I cut it right. I need 4. Did I stamp these? I did stamp. I have to cut the outside mats. I made a mistake. I cut the paper for the inside, but that's the same size as the mats that we use for the outside. So let me cut those real quickly. And that is going to be, the mats are 4 by 5 1/4. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and do this quickly here by lining up a 4 here and a 4 here. Putting down. All right, there's 2. And then we're going to do 5 1/4. And I'll have to do that twice right here. 5 1/4. set that aside. Let's do 2 more since I made a mistake. 4 and 5 1/4. All right. Oh, I'm glad you liked this, Shannon. Sorry, I was so focused on getting the cut. I forgot to look up and look at comments. Oh, I'm glad you like it, Tammy. You know, I've always liked this idea of doing the stack and shuffle, but some of them confuse me because of the angles that they do it at. I like this one because it's just straight out squares and rectangles. Boy, I'm having a hard time today. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to take the top one of each piece and we're going to give it about an 1/8 of an inch or so. Oops, don't want that messed up. 1/8 of an inch. Did I take no, one piece all the way around? Let's see if I got this right. Hopefully I cut the mats right. All right. And then, yep, that's perfect. So let's go ahead and grab our Tombow glue. You have this one on your content calendar for the first week of August? Oh, that's funny. Yes, great minds do think alike, Tammy, don't they? It's one of the reasons we get along so well. We think alike. All right, we'll put a little bit here. All right. Oh, you know what? Let's see. There we go. I was trying to figure out why I could hear myself talk and hear a little echo, and it's because although I remembered to turn off my Bluetooth speaker, which means you guys can hear me fine, I forgot to turn off or mute my laptop sound, which means I heard myself talking the entire time. Let's see. Did I not get any? Looks like I didn't get enough glue down here. Let's get that. All right. And we'll put here. And we're going to make this quickly. I'm going to show you how quickly we can make 4 cards using this, because I'm going to make 4 cards for us today. All right. And I love this print because I love the white it allows, which allows us to not worry about too many different colors. Well, there's mat number 1. Let's go for mat number 2. We're going to do these different colors. That's why I separated the Summer Splash and the Coastal Cabana, because they almost look very similar. They do look very similar. So we're going to go ahead and put our Lost Lagoon down. And let's see. Oh, you know, that's what I was going to do. Oh, that's why I didn't do it. I remembered I was going to do something today. I'm like going, I have to share what I did in my class last night. I thought, oh, wait a minute, I was going to do that for my Fun Friday. And then, oh, wait a minute, that's all right. I didn't, because I ran out, or almost ran out of the specialty paper. So just so you know, in a few weeks, probably the beginning of August, one of my Fun Fridays is going to be showing you how to do the baby wipe technique for creating your own watercolor background. And we did it last night, and I can show you a sneak peek. I think I still have the cards over here on my desk. So I'll show you a sneak peek of what we made. It's so easy. The ladies absolutely loved it. Absolutely loved it. So there's mat number 2. Let's go mat number 3. And see how quickly these come along? How they come together so quickly. I mean, you could whip out, you know, probably four cards in probably less than 20 minutes, depending on how quickly you are on choosing what stamp set you want to use, and embellishments and so forth. And just so you know, because there's 4 cards and 4 colors, I have chosen the card base for each of these cards. I have, each card is a different card base or a different color that coordinates with these 4 cards. So I'll have one Summer Splash, one Pretty Peacock, one Coastal Cabana, and one Lost Lagoon card base. And there's our last, and let's do our last one. Oh, I might be running out of glue, or it's just being stubborn today. Could be that too. All right, we'll put this here. So I hope everybody's had a good week. It's been Friday. We've had some nice cool weather this week here, which has been a blessing. I've been loving opening up windows at night and during the day even. Oh, this one looks like it might be a little crooked. Darn. Oh, not that part. Oh, not too crooked. But unfortunately, Tom partied too hard and was tired. Yep. But it's starting to get hot again. We are supposed to be close to 100 today, if not over 100 today. And then it's supposed to cool down a couple degrees this weekend, about 10 degrees. And then starting next week, it's supposed to get hot again. So it's going to be one of those fun times. Although I'm excited next week. My best friend from college, I haven't seen her in probably 6 years. 92 out where you are, Tammy? Oh, you poor thing, and you don't have air conditioning. That really stinks. But my best friend from college is coming, and she's driving through. She has to drop some stuff off at family house in Bakersfield, and then she's coming up on her way up to Oregon, and she's spending about 3 or 4 days with us. So I'm going to take her to, because she's not going to be here on a weekend, we're going to do, not farmer's market, but we're going to do hit some of the agricultural family farms around here that participate in our local farmers market, so we can get fresh corn and fresh fruit and have a feast. And then she says she's going to cook me a really fun semi-vegan meal. Yay! And anyway, and she's got some wine that she wants me to try because she's a big wine fanatic. She's like a foodie and a wine person. So anyway, let's go ahead and we're going to take these now. We're going to stack them. There's our done. We're done with our base. Now we're going to just go ahead and put these on here. We'll go ahead and attach. And now I've grabbed the seal. I don't know. It's whatever is closest to me, and you know. Let's see. All right, there's one card. I don't know, can you guys hear the music behind me? Because my daughter's watching season 5 of Cobra Kai so that she can start watching season 6, which was just released, I guess. And it's been so long since I've seen it, I think I'm going to have to watch season 5 of Cobra Kai again before I turn on season 6. But she couldn't wait, so she's doing it right now. So, anyway, problem with Netflix is it's nice, but I don't know about you guys, but when they release everything at once, then I binge and I don't get anything done. All right. So there's our Pretty Peacock, our Coastal Cabana, our Summer Splash, and now our Lost Lagoon. You can't hear anything again? Can somebody let me know if they can or can't hear me? Okay, Tammy, you watched season 5, so you can start this weekend. All right. Oh, you can't hear music. Oh, you can hear. Oh, all right. That's okay. Now I got it. Thank you, guys. I started panicking. I'm like, uh-oh, what happened? So, all right. There we go. So there's our cards. Now we're going to do our sentiments. And what I've decided is we're going to do, actually, let's do the inside. And what I've done is I've already pre-stamped my little flower. This flower is from our Country Birdhouse stamp set. And I'm using this little flower. I figured it mimics like this flower and this flower, some of these little flowers really well. And so we're going to do that. I've got one in Coastal Cabana, one in Summer Splash, one in Lost Lagoon, and we're going to do the last one in Pretty and Peacock. We'll put them in. Now I'm trying to decide if I want to switch it up a little bit and do, you know, go matchy-matchy where I match the flowers with the outside card base, or should I switch it up and do different card base with different different card bases with different interiors? What do you guys think? Do you think I should mix it up? No Netflix, no Peacock, no nothing. You know what? I love streaming because now I can fast forward and I don't have to deal with commercials, and I hate dealing with commercials. So I'm all for Team Stream for that, but the problem, mix it up, Shannon says. What do you think, Tammy? Mix it up? We'll mix it up. Let's see. Pretty Peacock with, we're going to go Pretty Peacock and Summer Splash, and we're going to go Summer Splash with Lost Lagoon. And then we're going to go Coastal Cabana with Pretty Peacock. And we're going to go Lost Lagoon with Summer Splash. So let's go ahead and put these inside first. And then we will do our sentiments really quickly. And you'll see how quickly these cards come together. I mean, really, if you need... Oh, did I? Let me see if I did this. Oh my goodness, I did it again. How did I tell you, my brain has not been functioning very well. You know what I did? Oh my goodness. That's 4 by 5.5. I forgot to cut the tops off. So let's go ahead and cut off a 1/4 inch on each one. Then I'm gonna have to clean up my slicer and dicer because they have a little bit of adhesive on them. At least this first one does. All right, let's do this. And we'll put this one in here while I'm thinking about it. I'll tell you, it'd take a lot less time to make these cards if you didn't mess up like I've been doing. So let's go ahead and... Here's the nice thing. Sometimes if you only have to cut a 1/4 inch off, you can do it on the right side of your trimmer rather than having to go and measure up here. If you know that you're 5.5 and you only need a 1/4 inch off, then you can measure right here, and it's that first larger line. And then you're not having to you have to measure the big way, which to me is a pain in the tushy sometimes. All right, now that we've got those insides to the right size, let's go ahead and put these in. I won't have any paper hanging out the top. It'll look very nice. All right, we'll center it right here. Center this right here. So, all right. Oh, and Tammy, I told my friend, I says, she goes, you got anything on the calendar? I says, the only thing on my calendar right now is my Teach It Tuesday live and my Fun Friday live. So she can sit around while I'm doing my Teach It Tuesday. She could sit here and watch me. So I'm looking forward to doing that. All right, so we've got our insides in. And let's go ahead and do our sentiments. And I have picked a few different shapes, as long as I can find them, since I set them aside. Where did I set them? Oh my goodness. Ladies and gentlemen, if my head wasn't attached right now, I don't know what I would do. Because I have my paper for my white circle. Then I cut like 3 to 4 different, I deck cut a bunch of shapes, and now I can't find them. Did they? Oh well, we may just go with circles then, folks. You know, improvise. I'll find them right after we're done here. because that's how it always goes for me. Did I? Yeah, that's weird. It's like they went poof into thin air. Well, now I'm a little muffed. What I was going to do is I was going to do one like this size from our Nested Essential, and this one from our Nested Essential, and this one from our Nested Essential, but I'm not doing that now. And I just saw them when I was pulling pictures or pulling stuff out. Okay, I won't waste your time looking for these things. We'll just do, oh lordy, like I said, oh, it's right there. All right, we're gonna just do circles on all of these rather than our different shapes. So I'm gonna use my 2 3/8 inch punch, and I'm gonna punch out 4 circles. All right, they're backed by the die cutting machine. No, I had them in my basket, Tammy. I had them in this basket, and I moved them when I went to look for the inside sheets, and now I can't find them. So I don't know what I did. I don't know what I did. Like I said, I'll find them right after the live is over. But in the meantime, to keep things moving, we'll just cut 4 circles because I liked how that worked anyway. And I like how the circles will work well with this. What I might do is, this means I might just pull out my sheet of paper, and we will use our blending brushes to decorate or give us a little color on the edges. So let me go ahead and pull those. Let's see, I need light green and dark green basically are what I need, because that's not light green on a yellow. That's weird. Let's see. That's a blue. Oh, here, we'll go with this one right here. All right, so we'll pull out our things. We're gonna do Lost Lagoon. Found him. I knew I'd find him. So now we don't have to do all that for all of those. We'll just do it for one of them. All right, so what we're gonna do is, let's do our Pretty Peacock, and I like to match my sentiment with the card base. I just think it looks really nice, and we're going to go ahead and put a little bit of blending around to help that pop a little bit. So let's do a little bit of our blending brush, and it's going to be very, very light. I don't want to close that because I'm going to need that. We're going to just go ever so quite slightly around the edge. All right, there we go. And you can see just a little bit, just to set off the edge a little bit. And then we're going to go ahead and use our Simply Said and So Sincere stamp sets. And I think we're going to do the word Just a Note. We're going to do that in Pretty Peacock. We'll do that in the center. There we go, Just a Note. Close that up so I don't put my arm in it. And we'll clean this stamp just because I'm afraid if I don't clean it right now, I'll forget. And then we'll go ahead and put some adhesive foam sheets on the back. And then I'll put my embellishments on it. Do that. And I center it right over here, so it covers up where all 4 of the pieces of paper come together. And this is Pretty Peacock, so I'm going to go with my Pretty Peacock Tinsel Gem 4-pack. And there we go. We'll do a couple of, just a couple small ones. And there's the first one, Pretty Peacock. All right, and we'll put these aside because we're not going to color with them now, since I found my other ones. We'll put our gems away because I've picked out coordinating gems for each one. So now let's go Lost Lagoon. And I think we're gonna do the flag or the banner in Lost Lagoon. I'm not gonna color the outside of this one. And let's do, Just Love Spending Time With You. Let's find that one on here. There it is. Just Love Spending Time With You. And we're gonna put this up there. Make sure I get ink on there. Center it. There we go. Close that up. And where's my Lost Lagoon? We've got our Lost Lagoon in the Tinsel Gems. So we're going to use some of our Lost Lagoon. Oh, I forgot to put my adhesive sheets on here. Excuse my reach. All right. Just looking. There we go. And let's see. Lost Lagoon. We'll do a bigger one and a smaller one. Perfect. There's our Lost Lagoon. All right, let's move on. And like I said, these are so easy to do. I mean, it probably would have been less than a half an hour if I hadn't lost things. So next thing we're going to do is our Summer Splash. And I think we're going to do this guy, our big one. And I want to do Knowing You Brings Joy to My Heart, because I think this is the perfect size sentiment for this rounded rectangular, shape with the rounded edges. We're going to go ahead and, very quick and easy. You're going to do some box for this technique. Oh yes, this would work really good for some boxed cards for craft fairs. Very good. All right. There's our Summer Splash. Set that off to the side. And this one I'm going to use our resin dots. Summer Splash resin dots. And Summer Splash is one of our 24, 26 in colors. It's a new one, so we get to play with it for the next couple of years. And that excites me because I love Summer Splash. It's probably one of my favorite colors. So, and I know the rule usually is 3 embellishments, but for some reason I'm thinking 2 works really well on this. I don't have any foam adhesives that are big enough. I introduced foam adhesives to the ladies at my class last night, and oh my goodness, they were in love with them. So, because it's so easy. There's that one. We're done with that one. All my little trash pieces off to the side. And now we're going to go Coastal Cabana. And we're going to use our rectangular, I don't know, diamond shape with the edges cut off. And this is perfect for the So Sincere Happy Birthday. So we're going to do that one. And is that going to be, we'll do this block, but we're going to go ahead and put it at an angle. Team Foam Sheets, you gotcha. I really think we need a t-shirt like that, Tammy, for convention next year. That would be perfect. And we'll go Coastal Cabana. And let's see, center this here. Perfect, Happy Birthday. And the last ones I'm going to use are our Ombre Matte. They have them in Calypso Coral, Old Olive, Night and Navy, and Coastal Cabana. So I'm going to use these. And I like these ones for this one because it's so narrow. There's not a lot of space to put. So, but they have some tiny embellishments on there. So we can just put one there. We could even go lighter because it's ombre. Put right there. And yeah, I think that would work. I think any more would be a little too crowded. I can see that I have my phone is a little backed away so you can't see it. Can't wait to meet. Yes, that's gonna be fun. These would be great Christmas cards. Actually, you want to know something? when I watched Cindy's video on this, she actually was doing, from a couple of years ago, Christmas cards with some Christmas DSP. So yes, these are perfect for Christmas DSP. It's been probably more than 2 years, because I think I've had 2 years, 2 Christmases with Stampin' Up! And it wasn't some of the DSP and everything was not something that looked familiar to me. And the stamp sets didn't look familiar either. So there we have it. We have our 4 cards done. And if it wasn't for my babbling and looking for things, it would be under 30 minutes that you were able to complete 4 cards. So I would love to know, thank you, Tammy, which one is your favorite card? Is it the Lost Lagoon? Is it the Pretty Peacock? Is it the Coastal Cabana? Or is it the Summer Splash? Or they're all so nice you can't tell, because I can't pick one, to be perfectly honest, because I really love all of these. The greens and the blues, and it's more like a green blue. I love these greens. I haven't worked with these before, and I love them. I just love them a lot. I always loved Pretty Peacock, but I love all these colors together. I'm so excited with this. And this DSP is so much fun to work with. You like the Coastal Cabana with the Happy Birthday? Yes, that one's really cool. I really like that one as well. Yeah, it's hard to pick. So anyway, if you're watching a recording, I would love for you to tell me in the notes which one you like that is going vertical. Yeah, that's really cool. And funny thing is, it's a vertical card too. Huh. I didn't plan that, but it happened. So anyway, thank you so much for joining me. If you want to watch a replay, you can catch it here on my Facebook page or on my blog. I will have it posted tomorrow with all of the dimensions and the tools. I will even post a picture of what I showed you at the beginning with the measurements for cutting. I'll scan this and make it into a image that I can put on my blog so you guys can see that. And yeah, I'll have everything listed there tomorrow. And if you want, you can find it there or on my YouTube channel. So thank you so much. Have a great weekend. And don't forget, next week, Teach It Tuesday on Tuesday with Teach It Tuesday with Tammy and me, Jenny. And we're going to be using the Seaside. Which one was it again, Tammy? Seaside Wishes. We're going to be using Seaside Wishes next week on Teach It Tuesday, and then next Friday is the 4th Friday of the month, so it will be mystery stamping here on Fun Friday. So I hope you join me next Friday as well for some fun mystery stamping. So have a great weekend, and we will see you next week. See you later. Bye-bye.